0.5% smashed this morning. There was some good volatility, some good opportunity to make some nice trades, good profits. So yeah, I'm very happy there. We still have we got a small hedge on the DAX, so fifth trade in. Got our hedge there sitting at a small hedge, so that's going to be a nice release for tomorrow, straight in for the sixth trade, and hopefully if there's some good volatility at the opening, we can definitely extend that take profit. So that should be great. I was searching for the Russian thing and I found one of our so what was I saying? So yeah, we're looking for a good release tomorrow morning for this DAX trade. On top of that, we still have our daily strategy trades left over from last week. Not going great. Still in quite big drawdowns at the moment. However, yeah, still hopeful. Still looking to see those trickle down. Not going to be that great should that Russian news take place today, as we've currently got a lot of sales against the US dollar. So, of course, this one will definitely hit the take profit first. Most likely this one second, and New Zealand dollar straight afterwards. And this one again, they're all in favor of the US dollar. So if that does happen today, we're looking to lose out on those trades definitely. But apart from that, let's take a look and look at some trades today. So start off with the Nasdaq. Nasdaq, we have a great vola box there with the underlying support. So that's going to be my first pending order of the day. And then over on the next Nasdaq chart, I'm not going to take this one. I'm going to take this vola box here at the top. And that's going to be my second pending order. Reason for that is I could take that middle one. It's a bit smaller than usual, first of all. But if I hit this vola box and then hit this one, I don't want to be in two boxes at the same time right next to each other. I would rather have the second pending box set at the take profit line. So that's the second. So there's two trades currently set, both pending on the Nasdaq. Then we also have here the Dow Jones. So Dow Jones, we've got a very nice big number available. We also have a vola box there. I'm going to set the vola box on this chart, and then I can move over to my morning chart and set the big number there instead. And then we move over to gold. So gold, we currently have a vola box set just there underneath. So I'm going to set that one up, and hopefully we get another dip before the opening in 10 minutes. Now, to check out the MTX charts, so on the 15-minute, we did actually receive a very good buy signal on gold. On the 15-minute chart, it's done very well, as you can see. However, that's long gone. And then here on New Zealand dollar, US dollar, 5-minute, very good buy signal early this morning also. So very, very nice indeed. On 15-minute, nothing. So some very good signals there from MTX today. So that's us pretty much all set. We've got one active, which is that active one is actually our hedge position over here, and we still have all of our pending boxes ready to be triggered, and we're waiting for that opening. So good afternoon to everyone that's just joined. Again, Ruth, Jasper, Tino, Ulrich, Gary, Jochen, Joseph, Mike, a few latecomers, thank you for joining. So Mike has a question for pound, euro, US dollar. I'm going to bring in the open range chart here to get a better look at the market. I'm going to zoom right out. So we've been stuck in a range for quite a while, as we can see here. So could be Yeah, so it's just consolidating at this point. I mean, we've had a pretty much, you could set this up as a bit of a double top. Okay, so it's not going to go. So here's a bit of a double top. There it is over there. If we zoom in, we can actually come back and then we can see exactly what's going on the bigger picture. So if we go all the way back to early this decade, we can see had a bit of a double bottom, came back, and it's been sort of stuck around this area as a support and resistance over this side, and then again the supporting area of this consolidation here we can see matched up with this sort of this double top zone just there. Oh, didn't want to do that. And we're seeing that same presentation just over here. So we had a double top right up at that area of these, and now we're coming back to that very same area. We already had that double top last week, so I mean we can go into the daily and zoom in a bit more, but you can see how it's pretty much topped out directly at the exact same price. So in theory, I would expect it to drop. However, looking at the fundamentals, there's a lot to consider with the Forex pairs. So chart analysis is great, but a big impact will be the fundamental side. And of course, fundamentals can be very tricky. But we can see there's some clear resistance at this big number there, so $1.42. So we can see there's some clear resistance there from the market, supporting, broke down, resistance, slightly coming back up to that same zone. If we measure up them together just here, you can actually see how this lines up with a lot of the previous peaks. See how it intersects with a lot of important zones in the market price. So I mean, right now we could expect another drop from this same very point. I mean, we got a nice drop to here from that area before. So that one was a big drop. I mean, you could probably aim for a sell position. I would put it at. I would go short in the market. Good afternoon, Joseph. Thank you for joining. Joken, thank you. No worries, Mike. I bought at 41. Aha, okay. So you bought in at 1.4175. 41. Oh, so you bought in just over here. So just above the market price at the moment. Okay. I see. Yeah, so it's bounced off of this resisting line. I mean, it would have been a good shout if it went up to that zone. But whether or not it's going to continue that trend, and what we can do is we can actually measure this line and see if it passes through as a good support resistance zone. You can see that it's pretty consistent throughout the charts here. So this is kind of like a range inside here of support resistance. So below this range it's resisting a lot, and above it's getting the support. And even at this bottom one, we're also getting a lot of support rebounds or retracements from that exact same area. So I mean, it's very possible that this could be, again, a good entry point or a good support for that trade that you've got. I mean, very possible that the market will reach that big number. Again, it's very strong resistance. So if you are aiming for the big number, I would always set my take profit just below. So not directly at the 1.42, but maybe at 1. 4195. But I'm not a big fan of the Forex pairs. So, do we have any trades triggered? Not yet. So I'm not really looking for such a grand opening today. I'm not. Yeah, so the dollar's still very weak, Mike, but it should get weaker. I thought it was actually gaining a lot of strength recently. Thanks, Mike. I will try to analyze whatever you guys like. But yes, in general, I'm not expecting a lot from the markets today on this opening. Hopefully the US dollar actually gains some strength this afternoon and we can get these closed in some profit. I'm a very impatient person. I don't like to have these longer trades running. So daily strategy is indeed very difficult for me. So we've got 2 minutes. What market should we keep an eye on? Let's keep an eye on. So almost got our entry just there. Very annoying. I mean, what I can do here is we can set up a bit of an offset trade from that Fibonacci. I think we were a little bit too slow there, unfortunately. Annoying. 30 seconds now, so let's keep an eye on the Nasdaq. Should be a nice one to watch. So 20 seconds on the clock. And here it comes. 3 seconds. And there it is, the opening. So will we get the entry into this vola? Oh, so we've got an entry into our box there on the bottom for the Dow Jones, the big number. So then what we can do, we can probably delete that freestyle trade. I'm going to set that vola box up. I know what I'm doing isn't what I wanted. So there's entry into our gold vola box also. So terrible on the Nasdaq so far. Awful opening. But we have our first trade in gold, currently short, and first trade in The Dow Jones also short. So remember, we have no news announcements to look forward to this afternoon. So, quickly into the second trade there on gold. So we're currently now long in the market. Let's have a look at the US 100 now. We're also in on our first trade on the bottom vola box there. And then okay. So second, so I think we just closed the trade there. There's so much going on right now. So there's, we just closed in on this trade. Okay. So we closed the Nasdaq trade. That's the one that closed. So now we're going up into the next. Let's take a look into the Dow Jones. So Dow Jones is currently in on the vola box trade now. Currently in our first trade long, and then we've also got this sell going on. Gold still in on the second trade. So let's do a quick look. So 8 trades close, puts us over the 0.6%. So gold is really going for a long position at the moment. So some very strong buys here. Could be due to the announcement from the Russian government or the intentional plans. Just have a look at the DAX here. DAX is still fluctuating. Sometimes we might get a bit lucky with the afternoon open where the DAX is really moving. Could be an opportunity for us to then release that hedge, but with at the state of this market there, no way, never. So still waiting for our gold trade to close. I mean, if we really want to, we could be cheeky and think about extending that take profit up towards the big number if we think that we're going to get another bull run. I mean, I know we're only in the second trade on that gold box, but as we can see, there's nothing in the vicinity. I mean, we're not so far away. We're $10 away from that price, and as you can see so far today, we haven't moved a lot in gold. So we could see it jump. And we're about to close in on our Volabox Dow Jones. Just want to take a look over here. We've got our bottom Volabox here. We can enter that once again. And let's wait and see if we're going to get a close on one of these trades. Ruth, when is the best? So Bollinger Bands. We don't actually have any Bollinger Bands in this with the Swiss box. I don't really use the Bollinger Bands either. It's too messy. The biggest advice that I could give anyone is to just keep your charts as clean as possible. This looks pretty messy. I mean, I've got these dotted lines here, I've got the box there. There's already a lot going on this screen. The last thing that I would want is to have too many indicators on the chart. I've seen some people with sort of every single indicator that they can think of, all kinds of moving averages, Bollinger Bands, and it gets so confusing that you can't even see where the market price is, like where the market price is right now, because there's lines all over the place. My recommendation is honestly keep it stupid simple, because it's the best way. You just want to see the market price. You want to have a few things mapped out, i.e. a daily pivot, some Fibonacci's, these big number areas, and then from there you can then go through the chart and you can see exactly what's going on. You know that this is a big number price. You can then gauge, what price the market was at where as it's going along. If anything, you can put some moving average lines in there, or like even with these EMAs, there's still a lot going on there in that chart where I don't really like to see my chart like that. So I would recommend, if you're going to use Bollinger Bands, that just use the Bollinger Bands. You don't need them. So huge movement there from Dow Jones once again. So we're currently in on the third trade there. So I'm going to come down and I'm going to actually activate that Volabox once again. And we've already activated the first trade there in the Nasdaq gold. Still in the second trade long. Let's go have a look at the Volabox now. 9 trades closed. It's putting us over at 0.68% now. So some very straightforward trades today. I haven't moved the take profit from a single trade. They're all, apart from this gold trade here where I've extended that take profit, but we're still not out of that trade. So that's 9 plain and simple Swiss box trades, no modifications. No worries, Ruth. So seeing as there's no news to look forward to, yeah, there's no point looking at the calendar at the moment. But if we're going in for trade number 4, I definitely want to extend this trade up towards that big number, ready for any kind of breakout. So Bitcoin is still this week failing to break above the 40K mark. So we're currently in a bit of a limbo between 32 and 40. It's going up to 39K, 39,900, but it's not able to break that 40 at the moment. No? Ist gut. Der Gold ist wieder hoch. glaube, das kommt wieder bei 1900. Ich habe nichts probiert. So, very close to our take profit there in the Nasdaq. So, still in the first trade. Gold. We're not missing out on anything here as it still hasn't gone up to our original take profit there. So, we'll wait and see if we need to go for a third trade. So here we come on the Dow Jones. We're still battling it out with this Fibonacci here. So previous resistance now set as a supporting area. You can see the bounce back from here and now stop out once again. Oh, but we closed our Nasdaq trade, so that's great. I'm going to set that same Vola box up once again. So trade number 10 closed, so just over the 0.75% so far. And we get the entry into our next Vola box now. So third trade in on the Dow Jones. And here it comes. So a few more points and we should get that close on the Dow Jones trade once again. So we've entered into that Vola box here on the other screen now. That was an entry into the first trade. And now we're waiting for the close here. And there it is, there's the close. And now on here, I'm going to set up this big number trade on the bottom side. In terms of gold, still on the top there. That's pretty much it at the moment. Check out the Vola box, so up at 0.85% now. So almost another entry into our Nasdaq. So, oh, wait. So actually, I want to go back over to pound US dollar. Sec. Why do I have a take profit set here? Oh yes, I have a trade on that one. That's what you wanted me to look at, right? Yeah. So let's take a look. Let's take a look. So I guess Mike is currently at that's your entry price right now, actually. But nothing, no big movement, nothing of interest at this point. Yeah, terrible. So gold is making another move now up. Let's see if we can break this sort of resisting barrier here, which we can see consistently. It seems to be quite a strong candle, but a very nice pushback from the exact same area. Whoa. Oh, so Nasdaq sneaked in an entry there without us realizing. So sneaked in an entry and we're already on our way to that take profit. We're pretty much there. So glad I did not take this middle vola box here earlier. Otherwise we would still be in it. And it will currently be the what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth trade. So gold is making a break for it. Yeah, I was looking for the Russian news. A Werbung from us came.
Ja, hallo. Christian hier aus Hamburg vom Traders Club. Grüß. Hallo, hallo. Ja, ich hoffe, in 3, 4 Monaten haben wir eine neue Telefonnummer bekommen. Okay. Irgendwann wird nämlich die alte abgeschaltet. Hallo, Entschuldigung. Entschuldigung, dass das da weiter nicht
And gently does it, and we should get the close on that very, very soon. It's a shame that we never actually got an entry into our top vola box here, otherwise it would have been an extra 2 trades completed for us. Where else are we? So we've got one here currently in a sell. Gold still failed to break the trend here. 1890 is the number to break on gold. So short reversal, unfortunately, before we got the close there. So did we get that close? Yep, we just got that close on the Nasdaq now. So where does that put us? Go back to the vola box. We are at 0.92%. So we've got one more trade, and that puts us up at the full 1% for the day. Waiting for gold, but it's taking a long time. And I think we're about to get the close here on the Dow Jones. So this will give us that 1%. So gently does it. Could set up this box. We'll give it a go. Nasdaq. And there it is. So maybe out by a few pips there on the close. So once again, we're back down at the same location. Question is, are we going to hit the take profit this time? The answer is no. So very, very slow time now in the markets. Not a lot of movement at all. Just falling short there.
Alles klar. Dir alles Gute. Dankeschön, du auch. Bis bald. Tschüss.
I'm going to go ahead and delete these pending orders on the Nasdaq now. We can see gold's making yet another break for it. So let's see if it's going to break this time. Well done, Ken. That is a very, very good day indeed. And there is the close. So let's go over to the Vola. That puts us at bang on 1% for the day. Spot on 216 euros and 23 cents. So great, great stuff. We still have these trades on the DAX, of course, which is hedged from this morning. We've got the one in gold, which is still struggling to breach past this resistance. And I think just then we did actually activate that big number trade also. So let's take a look at that as well. So 13 trades. 13 trades is what it takes to make a straight 1% trade, 1% day. Thanks for joining, Ruth, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you very much. And I think that will probably be it from us. What I'm going to actually do is, first of all, oh, maybe I spoke too soon. We can see if these trades are going to push any further. Gold seemed to have slightly broken out there of that. But I think I want to close this one anyway. So that puts us with the one hedge here. We still have our daily trades in drawdown. But in general, we've got this gold trade, and then we also have that is pretty much it. So good luck and have a nice evening. Thanks to, and you also, Ulrich, thank you for joining. That's going to be it from us so far. I think I might even close this gold trade while we got the chance. Take the euro profit there, which again puts us back at where we was today. So quick overview, we've got 1% for the day. It was at 13 trades. We closed those two a bit early. So overall, 219 euros, 28 cents, 1% for the day, one hedge left over, and 4 daily trades still in play. So that is, again, spot on day. Couldn't ask for any better. Thank you to everyone in the live room for joining. And again, thank you to all of the people currently watching through the live stream channels. Remember, if you would like to test the tools out for yourself, visit the website www.TradersClub24.com and sign up on the 30-day free trial with your email address, name, and number, and someone will be in contact with you shortly after. Okay, failing that, you've also got WhatsApp and Skype for direct contact, or the phone number just up here. So no excuses. Yes, have a good afternoon, have a good day, and we shall see each other tomorrow.